I don't even know if I'm gonna go to my baby's funeral because all I know is I just brought her into this world. I don't know about seeing her out.
A mother's struggle. Crystal Braziel unexpectedly lost her daughter, 18-year-old Kennedi.
I'd do anything to bring her back. I'd trade my life for hers. She was loved by many people.
Her daughter had just graduated from high school. She dreamed of joining the Air Force and was planning to enlist. But this weekend, she was out celebrating her graduation with her friends when, as you just heard there, she was shot.
"19-year-old De'Ani Thomas was a beautiful, loving, and happy young woman. Most importantly, she was the mother to two young children, a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old. She had dreams of becoming TikTok famous and going viral one day. Just 6 months ago, her mother relocated the family from San Antonio, Texas, because of the gun violence. However, De'Ani returned to the area to finish up high school. Days earlier, she finally wrapped up her high school experience and planned on enlisting in the Air Force, a lifelong dream of hers. Like most teens, she was excited about the next chapter of her life. De'Ani and a couple of her close friends decided to hang out and celebrate their recent milestone. Just before 6 a.m. on June 12th, an individual flagged down and led police to the 1000 block of Northwest Loop 410 near North Star Mall for reports of a shooting in a white Chevy Malibu parked in the center lane. Upon arrival, they would find 3 female victims in a vehicle riddled with bullet holes.
There was also a third passenger. The girls were out celebrating De'Ani, who just graduated high school.
They murdered cold-blooded, heartless, evil people. They intentionally murdered those girls.
The Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office and Castle Hills Police identified the 2 young women killed in the shooting as 19-year-old De'Ani Thomas and 18-year-old Kennedi Braziel. Sadly, De'Ani died on the way to the hospital, and her friend Kennedi succumbed to her injuries shortly after arriving to the hospital. The third victim survived, but is clinging on to life. 18-year-old Kennedi Braziel was a high school student and mother to a 9-month-old baby boy. Lieutenant Tony Crawford with the Castle Hills Police Department called the act senseless and very violent. Investigators recovered almost 50 spent shell casings in the street and believe a 9mm and an AK-47 were used in the shooting. They canvassed the area for any businesses they believe the victims and possible suspect cars may have traveled in hopes of finding correlating surveillance footage. It was reported that De'Ani was low on fuel and attempted to go to a nearby convenience store. De'Ani's mother was devastated and says that she believes that her daughter was targeted. According to her, her daughter has no enemies and was not involved in negative activities. Her other daughter was initially inside of the vehicle, but got out before the shooting.
They planned on taking her life, and they did that.
Valerie Thomas is now having to bury her firstborn child, 19-year-old De'Ani.
I'm very hurt. I'd do anything to bring her back. I'd trade my life for hers.
Just after 5 in the morning Sunday, De'Ani was driving her car with 2 of her friends. De'Ani just graduated high school Thursday and was out celebrating with them. Well, police found her car in the street of the access road of 410 near Blanco. The car was wrapped with bullet holes.
Someone pulled up behind her, shot bullets all through the back of her car, pulled up on side of her, shot bullets all through. I feel like they followed her because I just feel like she was targeted. I don't think it was random, because who would randomly put that many bullets in someone? And I feel sorry for the other mother that has to go through the same thing I'm going through because her daughter chose to celebrate with my daughter. She always wanted to be TikTok famous or go viral, and it's just sad that this is the incident that takes her viral. For the people who did this, y'all are special evil. God has the last say. The vengeance are not mine, they're the Lord's.
Now Kennedi's family is left relying on their faith in the aftermath of this sudden loss. Meanwhile, Kennedi's grandfather, a military veteran and pastor, wants lawmakers to take action.
She recounted the moment when she said her last goodbye.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that they did that to her.
Braziel is leaning on her faith.
I ain't got nobody but God right now. I don't got nobody but God.
I just lost, my baby.
Kennedi's grandfather is the pastor of Faith Temple Church of God in Christ. This military veteran says he fought for his country to keep his family safe. He wants lawmakers to take action.
There's nothing wrong with having a weapon in your home. If you want a shotgun, a pistol, that's fine. But these weapons are combat weapons, and they should not be on our street. This girl was 18. She hadn't even begun to live.
My baby didn't deserve that. She did not deserve that. She did not deserve that.
Deani's family is raising money for her 2 children. Castle Hills police say there are few leads in the case, and investigators are unsure whether the women were targeted. At the moment, there is no motive for the shooting, and police are unable to confirm whether or not there is any relationship between the suspects and the victims. They are pleading with the public for help as they try to piece together why someone will open fire on 3 women. Further investigation revealed to authorities that 2 suspects were involved, though neither have yet been located.